Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back like we never left. Has it been a week already?
It's been a week.
It's been a week. Dang. Welcome to
It's been too
Soapbox Sports, y'all. Clean takes, bold debate, straight from the soapbox. It ain't been that long. Brian, what's up, man? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I miss y'all. I'm ready to talk this sports, man. I'm ready to let you know what it is, Chris.
And we talking a lot of different sports today. We obviously talking the culture, or maybe we got to retire that nickname. We talking Ravens. We talking the AFC West. We talking basketball. We talking college football. We talking MVPs. We talking not MVPs. Stick with us, y'all. We got a good show for y'all today. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. Obviously talking, oh man, I got a reverb on that one, guys. Listen, so check it out. Right off the bat, we starting off with a kick around the NFL, you guys, we always do, to start off the show talking football. And we can't start off without talking about one of the worst divisions in football, and that's the AFC North. Brian, who you want to get started with? The culture?
Man, let's get started with the culture. Shedeur and the Browns played the Chicago Bears, and boy, what a doo-doo and brown performance it was. The Bears won 31-3, and it leaves us wondering, should we drop the name the culture? Because, man, he embarrassed the culture that day. So my thing is this a sign of things to come, Chris, for Shedeur? Because who cares about the Browns?
No, I don't think it's a sign of things to come. I just think yesterday what you really saw was one team is organized and knows what they're doing, and one team is disorganized and, like you said, is doo-doo brown. And oh my goodness, boy, did the Browns look doo-doo yesterday in all phases of the game. Defense, non-existent. Special teams, I feel like every single kickoff, they were at the 50-yard line to start. And then we can't even talk about the offense. You put up 3 points. But yeah, you saw one team that's organized, going in the right direction, and you saw another team that's just disorganized. And just from obviously a disorganization standpoint, how your quarterback got the wrong play sheet on his wrist, bro. The wrong play sheet on his wrist? Yeah, I'm done with the Browns, man. I don't know if we're going to – I don't know. Listen, I'm going to keep the culture for now. But listen, it's hard to represent the culture when the culture not representing for you. Ooh, that's a bar, Brian.
Let me tell you something, Chris. This is a sign of things to come because the fix is in. He had the wrong play sheet. What happened to the best defense in the NFL the past 2 weeks? Where have they gone? Shedeur put up numbers. Stefanski called off the dogs. Y'all back up. He called the dogs off. And the Browns are going to let Shedeur down. And listen, the Browns are planning for the future, and they're making business decisions as we speak. They are preparing to usher Deshaun Watson back next year. So they're going to let Shedeur play it out, hopefully has some success, show some flair, because Shedeur will be traded, and Deshaun Watson will be the QB1 next year. You heard it here first.
Did you say Deshaun Watson?
Yes, sir, Deshaun Watson. Why you think he's still in the building? Listen, when you're a poor franchise, you're just trying to, play the business game now. And yes, Shedeur, everybody's hyped for him, but you paid a guy $200 million guaranteed, and he has not paid the bill back yet.
Shedeur just got as many starts as Deshaun Watson. Why the hell would they go back to Deshaun Watson?
Easily. You missed what I just said. The Browns paid Deshaun Watson $200 million guaranteed, and he is still on contract, and he's a veteran. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, the Browns are going back to their guy next year because it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense to have a $200 million quarterback sit on the bench, and Shedeur has done good, but he hasn't shown you enough to even take Deshaun's job.
All right, so the next question we have on our call sheet, obviously, is Shedeur the QB for the Browns? So you obviously think he's not the QB moving forward.
I feel like the Browns are sabotaging Shedeur ever since training camp. He is not the QB for them. I'm rooting for Shedeur, so don't get it twisted. He is still the culture, but the culture is going to be shifted to another stadium. Cleveland doesn't deserve the culture, and Cleveland knows that. That's why they are going to get rid of the culture.
I disagree, man. I think they'll get rid of the coach before they get rid of the culture, man. And Shedeur is the culture, man. You see the juice he gives that locker room. You see what he brings in on a week in, week out basis outside of the playing field, because the playing field, he still needs a little bit of work. And I can't say Deshaun Watson's going to come in and fix everything when Deshaun Watson can barely fix his own life, bro. We ain't going to talk about the off the field stuff. But listen, and the reason that he's still there, Brian, like you said, he had to guarantee money. But who else is going to take that contract on?
Listen, that exactly. You talking football, I'm talking business. That's the difference. When somebody owes you, you're going to play. The Browns are not going to be good next year.
Ain't no way in hell Deshaun Watson is suiting up for the Browns next year, Brian.
What is he going to do then? He's healthy. You're going to keep a healthy $200 million quarterback on the bench.
You can give him
I don't even care if you get hurt.
You can give him massages.
You going to play because I'm paying. It's business, Chris. I'm paying you weekly.
The city of Cleveland will be on fire if that's the case, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't get it with that, bro.
Cleveland actually don't mind Deshaun, if you don't know.
All right, so you saying he's leaving then. Shedeur's not going to be there next
I feel
year.
like we're auctioning him off. We're highlighting, we're showing him off, and the Browns are eventually going to trade him, or they keep him on the bench, but Shedeur will not start next year.
All right, listen, man. We can keep it inside the AFC North. We're going to move on because I wholeheartedly disagree with that take, Brian. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm supposed to be the crazy one and get the crazy takes, but you want one today.
I'm talking business. You talking football.
Oh, okay. Let's talk more business, man. Let's talk about a team who didn't handle their business yesterday. We talk about the Bengals. The Bengals got blanked yesterday by another garbage team in the Ravens. What was the final score? 23-0? 23-0. That is embarrassing. Joey B did not look good. And these past 2 weeks, he's been a little bit skeptical and real cryptic inside of his post-game press conferences or the conferences leading up. We talked about Shedeur potentially leaving. Brian, what are the chances that Joey B leaves the Bengals next year?
Joe Burrow's out of there. And it's under his own doing, honestly. Because, Joe Burrow, you messed up when you forced the team to pay T. Higgins. Forced the team to play Jamar Chase. Now, Jamar Chase, he's worth it. But you literally use the entire cap on the offensive side of the ball, and you don't have an offensive line, you don't have a defense, and you're at the cheapest organization in the NFL. Joe Burrow, the only way you can achieve the heights you want is to leave. If you want to stay healthy, you're going to leave. So, Joe Burrow out.
So, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm clear. Are you saying he's leaving or he should leave?
He's leaving because it's going to be more of the same next year.
Okay.
Because the Bengals are not going to fire Zach Taylor. That's not what they do. How many seasons of 0-4 starts and trying to ramp it up at the end of the season? I mean, we've seen this 4 years straight, or since the Super Bowl they went to. And even that year, they started off bad. So, yeah.
I don't think he's leaving. And honestly, I think it's because of the points you made. He forced their hand. You made them pay both receivers. If it was just one, okay, he'd have a little bit of a leg to stand on. But it's the fact that he said, no, I want both Jamar and T back. Now, why he would say that, I understand. You're the leader of that locker room. You got to look out for your guys. But it really hampered and handicapped that team. So I think he's going to have some sense of responsibility because that's the type of guy Joe Burrow seems to be, to stick it out. Now, I disagree with you. I think we talked about this a little bit last week. I think all four of these AFC North coaches are getting fired at the end of the day, bro. Like none of them going to have a job. Well, at least their current job. They'll probably get picked up somewhere else. But I think he stays. He toughs it out. They find a new defensive coordinator, defensive-minded coach, because offense is not the problem. Offense is not the problem, bro. I think honestly, the Bengals would probably win this game, but I think they would give up 40 points to Ohio State. They probably win 45-40, but I think they give up 40 points to Ohio State.
Yeah. Well, my last word on this is, how many more injuries, Joe Burrow? How much more punishment can you take?
That's fair.
Are you the next Andrew Luck?
Yo, that's a good question. Let's
All
save
right.
it for another day. Should he retire?
Exactly.
Should he retire?
Well, let's keep it pushing, man. We're going to the AFC West with the Chiefs officially being eliminated from the playoffs. My boy called it out. You heard it here first on the soapbox. Officially being eliminated by the San Diego Chargers. And on top of that, lost the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, to a torn ACL. First, Chris, who wins this division now that the Chiefs are completely eliminated, and then now it's up to the Denver Broncos and the Chargers?
I'm gonna say the Chargers. If you look at the way they play football, I think out of all of the teams inside of that division, they play the most complementary football. Offense doesn't really outshine the defense. Defense doesn't really outshine the offense. They're really balanced across the board. They have enough players on offense to make the plays. And then on the defensive side, it's the same thing. You got a couple of star players, and then the rest just play into the scheme. Where I think the edge comes is from the fact that you just gotta trust Jim Harbaugh. He's always been the better Harbaugh coach, if we're being real. And the fact that Herbert is doing this with one hand literally tied behind his back because he broke his left hand, and he's out here just night in, night out, consistent. I finally feel like they have the team that's ready to actually make a push in the playoffs. Maybe they win a game because they haven't done that. So that's a push for them, is winning a game. And I think they'll have enough to defeat the Denver Broncos, who all world defensively, but I think wishy-washy on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm gonna say the Chargers eke it out, probably by a game. Yeah.
Man, condolences to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, man. Hope
All
he has a speedy recovery.
R.I.P.
But let's go! Get the Chiefs out of here, bro. They gotta go, man. Yeah, but let's go back to the topic on who wins the division. Let me tell y'all now, it is a defensive year. It's the year of the defense. So I'm going with the Broncos to win the division. The Broncos went and beat the Packers, who was thought to be a top-level NFC team, a contender. Went in there and handed it to them. And Bo Nix looked great. And I can't stand Bo Nix, but he pulled it out. He looked phenomenal. And I know Jim Harbaugh is a great coach, but Jim Harbaugh does not have a Super Bowl ring. Sean Payton does. So I'm going to lean in on the Broncos, best defense, better coach based on, records and championships. So Broncos get it. And yeah, good luck next year, Chiefs, or the year after that. The dynasty is dead.
Not dead, bro, but
Done. Dunzo.
Just not life support.
Finito.
Just a little bit of life support.
Chiefs out.
Okay.
Travis
All right.
too.
Talking about the dead. Somebody came back from the dead in the AFC South and put on a performance for the ages. Man, Phillip Rivers came back for the Colts. And although they didn't win the game yesterday, it was a pretty impressive performance by the old man, who was on life support himself, came out of retirement. And again, just an impressive feat just to be out there. But Brian, was Rivers the best choice for the Colts moving forward for their I'm gonna air quote this playoff push? Do you think Rivers was the best guy for the job?
No, Rivers was great for headlines. So yes, he was the best guy for the job because the Colts are done. I mean, I think Shane Steichen knows that. I think the Colts know that. But it was great to see a great storyline for the NFL. The NFL writers are in their bag because who would have thought? Because it's always Tom Brady would be the one that come back, but he can't now do the ownership. So Phillip Rivers slid right on in as a substitute for Tom Brady to come in and honestly put on a good performance for somebody who's been sitting on the couch in Alabama coaching high school football. The man has 10 kids and he's a grandfather. He's the first grandfather in the NFL, quote unquote. I don't know if that's a factor or not. Some of these guys be getting busy. But first grandfather in NFL came in, went against one of the better defenses in the NFL, threw a touchdown and delivered. So kudos to him. He was the right choice for this job.
I disagree. There's a team out there with 2 starting level quarterbacks as backups right now. Now, obviously, it would have taken a release for this to happen, but we've been talking about this guy. You've been talking about him. This is supposed to be your guy. I thought you would have gone here, and that's your boy Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston would have provided some juice, energy within that locker room, offensive spark. And then on the playing field, obviously, it's the no risk it, no biscuit. You got to take the good with the bad, but at the end of the day, he puts points on the board, and that offense for the Colts is loaded, bro. You got Downs, you got what's his name, Michael Pittman Jr., you got Alec Pierce, you got Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren. So I think with enough weapons around him, you can kind of insulate some of the mistakes that he would have made. And then that defense, pretty solid, nothing crazy to write home about. But if Jameis is back there, they probably win this game yesterday just by virtue of them scoring another touchdown. So I don't think he was the right guy for the job because they lost to a team that didn't score a touchdown. It was all kicks, bro. All kicks. You can't lose to the kicker, bro. I'm sorry.
I hear you, but Shane Steichen has a relationship with Phillip Rivers.
Who doesn't? God has a relationship with Phillip Rivers. They were Texas. The AB days.
God damn.
His old ass.
Listen, they go back, and honestly, at that point, you just want to bring a guy in a room that you got some type of chemistry with. So I think that's all it was. Jameis Winston bringing him in. You don't know if Jameis Winston is going to pick up the playbook. You don't know if Jameis Winston is going to get in there and start throwing 5 picks. I mean, because he can do that. So for right now, Phillips was a shocking choice, but it showed to be a decent choice. And at this stage in the football season, teams are not helping other teams out unless they're the Browns. unless they're the Browns. Teams are standing pat with their guys. They're not releasing QB so they can help the Colts out, because I'm sure the Giants would like some type of incentive next year. Like, if we let go Jameis, what y'all gonna do for us? That's what's happening right now. So, yeah, good job, Phillip. Good to see you come back in and put on a decent performance and prove the haters wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's keep it pushing. I'll touch on it later. Let's go to the AFC East. The AFC East is now open for the taking. The Bills, Big Daddy, the Patriots. The Bills, son, the Patriots this weekend. And now they're one game behind New England. Chris, who you think getting the top spot?
Who you think I'm giving the top spot?
I mean, it's quiet. I don't even know why I'm asking, but let the people know. Let the people know how wrong you are.
We giving it to Drake, May. Stop playing, man. It's the Patriots. Listen, I don't know if y'all watched this game. Obviously, I did. We got hosed, man. The refs were just clearly not trying to have us win that division and sweep the Buffalo Bills yesterday. Now, I'm gonna be real. The defense didn't do its part either, but there was just a lot of questionable calls in that second half of the game that just had me realizing, like, the NFL script writers know what they're doing. They setting up a week 17-18 matchup for the division. Winner takes all, blah, 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 blah. We got to make sure Josh Allen looks pretty. He just announced his baby. We can't have him out here looking bad and losing to the upstart Patriots. I don't want to hear it, bro. We still taking that top spot. Should have won that game yesterday. Refs hosed us. Defense has to step up. I just don't believe that the Bills themselves. Our schedule's a little bit easier than the Bills, so let's just get that out the way down the stretch. But I just don't believe that the Bills themselves can win, sustain this type of winning with Josh Allen being Superman night in, night out. So no, I'm riding with my Pats. Drake, May.
Yo, Chris. Josh Allen sent me his playlist. What you think we dancing to right now? Oh, you don't got no guess? I got you. Daddy's home again. And he just had a baby too, bruh. Daddy's home. Josh Allen has came back to reclaim the division. Boy, did y'all lay an egg. Y'all got Mike Vrabel throwing up at the podium. Come on now. He's like, I told him this was going to happen. Josh Allen come through, bruh. And he coming for that MVP spot. Why you slipping up, Drake? Drake inexperienced. He ain't used to winning on this level. It's a little too soon for them. Josh Allen and the Bills walking him down. Daddy's home all day. Bills is taking this division.
It's not over. Over. We're still in the lead.
E-R. Over. Y'all better beat Baltimore, because they hungry too. Yeah.
The Bills still got to play Baltimore too. Well, they beat them already.
I don't care. The Bills is in the driver's seat now. It's a thing called momentum. Y'all ain't got that.
They lost to Miami, bro. It's possible for them to lose, bro. I'm not really a big believer in the Bills, but I'll give you this. Yesterday showed me that the Patriots aren't 1 year ahead. They're right where they need to be. Right where they need to be, bro. They're not ready to win a Super Bowl, but they're ready to make some noise. That's it.
Stephon Diggs, we needed to lose. We did. You need to lose the division game. If y'all win that game, y'all would have had the tiebreaker.
I mean, we needed it, though.
Oh.
It's going to make us hungry.
Oh.
You can only start a new win streak after you lose.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Josh Allen, Daddy's home.
Next topic. Bro.
Let's go.
Next topic. We going from the AFC East to. We really got to talk about this division.
best division in the NFL.
I think it's the most.
Can't put your finger on it.
I hate this division. We talking about the NFC South, man. Listen, who would we rather see? Brian, who would you rather see come out the NFC South? The Bucs or the Panthers? I honestly could care less. Bro.
Panthers all day, because you never know what you're gonna get out of the Panthers. The Panthers will beat the Super Bowl favorites and then lose to the Saints. Like, you can't write this script. Bryce Young will come out and ball throw for 400 yards. And then next week, they trying to ship him out of the Carolinas completely. I love what I see from the Panthers. They are gritty. Their defense is very gritty, keeps them in games. Bryce Young's have flashes of a franchise quarterback, and he has flashes of being a subpar quarterback. So I want to see the Panthers do it. The Bucs, what is going on there? Y'all had all the hype to start the year, but y'all had one of the easiest schedules. So I just feel like the Bucs are just being exposed at this point. Love what I'm seeing out of the division. Honestly, best division in the league right now.
Yeah, you okay today?
Yeah, bro, who can draw that up? The Bucs lose to the Falcons. The Falcons haven't won since they beat the Bills. Literally, 6-game losing streak. Falcons walk in here, kick a field goal to beat the Bucs in a wire primetime game with Kirk Cousins. Who could have drew? Who was writing this script?
Honestly, the more shocking thing was Kyle Pitts going off, honestly.
Exactly, bro. Who was writing this script, bro? Kyle Pitts had like one of the greatest games ever for a tight end.
Brian, I don't want to see any of these teams come out the NFC South. You know what I want to see come out the NFC South? I want to see the Saints.
The Saints.
I want to see the Saints come out there.
Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky. It ain't no more games left in the season because they would have won this division.
For real. Honestly, we were making fun of him at the beginning of the year, but who knew that Tyler Shaw was better than Spencer Rattler, bro? Because listen, man.
Where does that name come from? Like, what's the origin of that?
Shaw. I didn't even say that. We got to ask a Saints fan. Are there any Saints fans left?
I know one. I know. Good luck.
Yeah, we gonna move on, man. Let's move on. Push it. Keep it pushing, man. What we talking about next, B?
Let's go. NFC North is next on the docket, and they made it on this docket because their division is pretty interesting now with the Bears taking the lead in the division with a Packers loss. But the Packers didn't just lose the game; they lost their best defensive player, Micah Parsons, to a torn ACL as well. Done for the season and probably going to miss some time next season. Chris, do the Packers make the playoffs or do the Packers win the division outright? What's your prediction for the Packers?
It's tough to say now. Every time I want to believe in Jordan Love, he does some dumb stuff. The one thing I could count on with the Packers was their defense. And yesterday they made Bo Nix look like prime Tom Brady, even with Micah Parsons in there. Now that he's gone, bro, the only reason I said they'll make the playoffs, one, they're not winning the division. That's not happening anymore. I don't see that. The reason I said they'll make the playoffs is because Detroit is Detroit. But I have no faith in them. They have no leg to stand on. And I know that's a bad pun right now. No pun intended. So, yeah, Micah really changed everything for that defense. Everything. So, I don't see it. And then Jordan Love, you just going to have to show me, bro. I'm a believer when I see it with him because right now I'm not a believer anymore. So, no, they're not making the – They're going to make the playoffs. They're not winning the division. Let me say that.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that point because J-Lo is still Jenny from the block. still coughing it up, still not delivering when the games matter most. And I've been telling you this all year, Chris. J-Lo don't play his best when there's the most pressure. Pressure bursts pipes, and he fold every time. But yes, Bears win the division. And matter of fact, Ben Johnson is the NFL Coach of the Year. Easily. Because he took the Bears and created a culture. And the Bears have an identity, which is not Caleb Williams. And he didn't build the identity around Caleb Williams. You know what else helps this case? That the Detroit Lions may not make the playoffs. And they continue to fold. So you got one coach leave a team and go to another team and replace that team as the leaders in the division. That's crazy. Shout out to Ben Johnson, NFL Coach of the Year.
He's not NFL Coach of the Year.
Who's your candidate, sir?
Who you think?
Do not say Mike Vrabel.
It's not.
Okay, cool.
It's not.
I don't care who else you named then.
All right, Sean Payton.
No, they were in a similar position last year.
Not like this.
Yeah, but Bears went from worst to first easily.
But you got to look at the way. Just look at the way, like you said, what were we talking about with the Browns earlier in the season? They're winning games that they're not supposed to. You got to give an edge to coaching. And on an 11-game win streak, when you win 11 straight games and 9 out of those games you're really not supposed to win, bro, I got to give that edge to coaching, bro.
I mean, what you just said right there just described Ben Johnson.
Nah. The Bears won all the games that they were supposed to win. Well, like one.
I'm just saying.
The Eagles game was tough, but
yeah, y'all heard it here first. Ben Johnson, NFL Coach of the Year. Sean Payton, you got to sit this one out. Sorry, big dog. But yeah, Chris, go ahead, tell them your MVP race, though. That's what I want to hear.
Listen up, world. We have the Soapbox MVP. Well, my MVP ballot for the Soapbox Sports. Listen, there's going to be a lot of controversy on this one, but starting off at number 5 is the boy that Brian loves to hate, and that's Jordan Love himself. Prior to this game, he was on a tear, playing some of the best football of his career, hooping. He had his boy Christian Watson back, but now he's down again. So we'll see how he plays going forward. He might taper off of this. I'm not going to lie. More than likely, he fall off. Number 4, unfortunately, is Josh Allen. Again, he has to be Superman for them to win, and right now they're winning in pretty dramatic fashion. A lot of comeback wins, best second half team in the NFL, and a large part of that is because of the way he plays football. Man, he's a great football player. Let me not say good, a great football player, and deserves his respect, even though I can't stand him. Number 3, Bo Nix. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought that a few weeks ago, the guy that we thought was the flukiest quarterback in the NFL would be playing some of his best football down the stretch, man? Bo Nix in these last few games has been playing some pretty stellar football. And then you go take a look at the competition that he's beaten in those last few weeks. You're talking about the Chiefs, you're talking about the Packers, you're talking about who they played last week. I can't remember, but yeah, a lot of 11 straight wins. He's 22-9 in his career as a starter. It's pretty great, and you got to give him his respect, even though he's the fluky. I still think he's a little bit fluky, but hey, you got to give him his love. Coming in at number 2, he should have been number 1 if he had won this game. This boy Drake May. I think he's probably just going to stay there for the rest of the season. I don't think there's much he can do to up his position. He can only go down, so I think he's been number 2 for a while now, for the last month, and everybody's won. And everybody who knows who number 1 is, I think it's a given that you should go ahead and wrap it and give it up to him right now. It's Matthew Stafford. This man's playing on another level. I think he threw another 4-touchdown game yesterday. It's absolutely insane. Doesn't matter who's out there. He finds ways to win, finds ways to throw the football all over the football field. And I don't think you can name another quarterback playing better football right now, or probably even over the last 2 years than Matt Stafford, and deservedly so. He's going to walk away with his first MVP in year, 18? So shout out to Matt doing it all for the old heads. What you think, Brian?
I mean, the MVP
2-man race
is not a race. It's a marathon. And as y'all can see, the list has changed drastically over time. And right now, we have dwindled it down to the cream of the crop. So, Chris, your list is an A. It's hard to argue because who else would you put in there? Everyone that you would put in there that's putting up numbers, their team is probably out of the playoffs. Like Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he's trying to carry the load himself, but he can't do it himself. So he's out of the race. And every other team that has somebody who's putting up numbers is probably not in the thick of it. So these are the only 5 you can even include.
Or any of the good teams don't really have a player.
Yeah, like if you go to the Bears, it's a quarterback award. Caleb Williams is not MVP.
We could talk Sam Darnold, but these last few weeks he's been terrible.
Sam Darnold couldn't even score this past game. You want to go to the Jaguars? Yes, Trevor Lawrence had 5 touchdowns. This past game, yes, but the games before that, he's actually been
pretty good, Brian.
A hindrance. He's had
you get honorable mention.
Yeah, and that's just he doesn't belong on the list above any of those guys.
You got a comment in here, man. Let's see what it says.
What we got?
I wouldn't say that yet. Josh Allen still has to answer.
I agree. Josh Allen can move up the list for sure.
He could,
especially once he wins the division. It's gonna be a real discussion for sure.
I mean, he's not winning the division. You got to stop saying that, bro. Like
once Josh Allen
wins, just sneak that in there.
Once Josh Allen wins the division, it's gonna be between him and Matthew Stafford.
Drake May is gonna be solidly at 2, bro. You can't just usurp this man
easily if I usurp you in the division. So
that's crazy.
I mean, good list though. I mean, you got the 5 right. I think you even got the order right for now.
Yeah, for now.
Jordan
Love's gonna fall off.
I don't bang for J-Lo. Jenny from the block. Hey, but let's go. Let's switch over to college football. We got some good big games coming up this week and weekend. It's round 1 of the college football playoffs. And let's start with round 1. Chris, we got James Madison versus Oregon. Who you got?
Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Who you think I got?
James Madison.
You know.
Let's go. JM on deck. JM on deck.
Listen, upset of the years coming up. Everybody was talking down on these Power 5 schools. You can't put them in here. You can't put them in. Well, guess what? They did what they were supposed to do. They handled their business. They played the teams on their schedule. And guess what? They got rewarded. So yeah, they're a little bit smaller than the rest of the other ones. I don't care, bro. They're gonna show the world what James Madison can do, a founding father can do.
Let's go
to a duck. All right, a lame duck, the Oregon Ducks.
This the Constitution. This America. Put them on your back, JM.
Yeah, JM. You know.
Let's go. I'm going with James Madison too. Never seen them play a game in my life. I don't even know where James Madison is.
Virginia, baby.
Listen, Virginia. Let's go. I want James Madison to win. I got James Madison winning this game to put the committee on alert. Yeah, we here, baby. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. Alabama versus Oklahoma.
Shocker. Oklahoma. Listen, last 2 times we played Oklahoma, we were in their house. They beat the brakes off of us. Guess what? We're going to Oklahoma again so we can get the brakes beat off of us. Nothing's going to change. The only way that Kalen DeBoer saves his job is if he wins this game, and I don't think he wins this game. Oklahoma just has our number, kind of like we have Georgia's number. So yeah, I'm gonna go Oklahoma here.
It's crazy. I thought I'd never say this. Roll Tide. Let's go, Bama, baby.
We switching sides. Damn.
Switching sides a little bit. I got Kalen DeBoer. He's gonna step up. He's gonna deliver in this big game. I feel like Alabama mid-season started to really start humming. They ran into Georgia. UGA got the brakes beat off of them. But I feel like they learned from that game. They're going to deliver. Alabama moves on. Let's go. Tulane versus Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is going to crush Tulane, bro. It's not even going to be funny. Ole Miss, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Ole Miss.
Yeah. I only can do one upset. And that's going to my boys, JM. Tulane, out of here. Ole Miss crushes them. It might be 55-0. They're making a statement.
They're going to score a touchdown, Brian. 55-7.
Yeah, end of the game where Ole Miss let them walk in. But Ole Miss sending a message for everybody else. All right, let's go to the game of the week. Miami versus Texas A&M.
You're splitting hairs with this one, but I'm going to go Miami. I think the fact that everybody's been talking down on them, they be like, oh, they shouldn't have been in there. The head-to-head split, the ACC team, them Notre Dame. I think Miami, if you really looked at them to start the season, they were playing some of the best football in the country. Obviously, they had two rough losses. The first one to Louisville, but if you look at those two losses, they were, I think, by a combined like 6 or 7 points. Miami's a really good team. I think they find a way to beat this Texas A&M team that was flying high at the beginning of the season here.
Texas A&M scary, y'all.
They are.
They a scary team. Listen, that oil money is here. That NIL coming straight from the oil well itself is about to fuel Texas A&M to a stomping over Miami. And Miami, maybe they shouldn't have gotten in. And Texas A&M is going to deliver that message to the committee. So A&M gets it.
All right. That's all we got for college football. Moving on, we have a soapbox moment presented by Brian Johnson.
Let's go. We kicking off our first soapbox moment. And we're going to do this weekly. But I have a take that's near and dear to my heart. And it really revealed to me this weekend that Phillip Rivers coming in and playing good football after spending 5 years on the couch coaching football, tending to his grandkids, shows you that this generation of quarterbacks cannot compare to the past generations, because you have a coach of today going back to the old guard to deliver competent quarterback play. It just shows you that there's levels to this. And the fact that Phillip Rivers, I wouldn't say he was on the upper echelon of that generation, but he was a great of that generation. And he showed you guys, I can get off the couch and come out here and sling the ball and play good football. Let me show you young bucks how to do it. And he showed y'all how to do it with zero mobility versus a top defense in the NFL. And he showed y'all, I can come out here and compete. Let me show y'all how to play the game. And it shows you that quarterbacks today got to get in the playbook. The Kyler Murray eras where you playing video games all day, it's over. Phillip Rivers came and showed y'all how quarterback should be played, can be played, and moving forward, they should look for quarterbacks with this QB IQ moving forward. Was that good?
I ain't mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at that, bro. That's actually a really good take, bro. A+ take.
The Brady era.
Yeah.
The Brady era. Delivered. The Drew Brees.
That's the
Peyton
era.
Mannings, the Phillip Rivers, the Eli's, where they went to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Big Ben.
Omaha.
Yeah.
When they controlled the line of scrimmage. So it was great to see him put on for his generation of quarterbacks today.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's a great take, bro. Shout out to your soapbox moment. I like that.
Thank you. Well, let's keep it going, man. Let's get into some marquee matchups for next week. Just know each game we picked has some big implications on playoff seeding or playoff appearances. So, kicking it off, Rams versus Seahawks. Chris, you get the first pick. Who you going with?
Damn, bro. This is tough. I'm gonna go to Seahawks. I think they need this win. One, in order to stay alive in the division and have a potential shot at that 1 seed. And then the Rams just had they had a big win, but it came at a terrible cost. We still don't know what's going to happen with the Devontae Adams situation. Still got Puka, but Devontae is that guy in the red zone that Matthew would just go to, bro. And best red zone receiver in the league is going to hurt them a little bit. Seahawks have a great defense. I'm going to say Seahawks win this one.
Yeah, going Rams. And it's clearly because Sam Darnold becomes a shell of himself in big games or games that he's supposed to win or they're favored in. Sam Darnold does not show up. So I'm going Rams. Matthew Stafford, that defense, they're going to pull it through. And that's a big game. And I'm just adding a little bit more color to it. That's a big game because whoever wins that game, I believe, takes the lead in that division. Next, Packers versus Bears. This is another big game for the division. If the Bears lose, Packers become the leaders in the division. Chris, who you got?
I'm going to go Bears here. I think they get their get back. They barely lost that last game versus the Packers. Packers were at home. They had Micah Parsons, and they still almost eked that game out. So I'm going to go Bears, get their get back. They win this game. I'm going to say, 33-28, something like that.
Going Packers. Packers are going to have some juice. I know they lost Micah Parsons, but it's something about playing for your teammate, playing for a coach that left that you didn't like. Something about that always gives the team a little extra juice. Next game, I feel like the Packers play inspired and beat the Bears. Let's go next. Bucks versus Panthers. This is for who takes the division lead in the worst division in the NFL. the most entertaining. Who you got, Chris?
I'm gonna go. Oh man. Honestly, I don't care. Yeah, I really don't care, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bucks. They lost 2 in a row. First to the Saints, then to the Falcons. You can't lose 3 division games in a row. They're pretty much cooked. So I'm gonna go Bucks. They're fighting for their lives. Coach called them out. He's getting cursed out. I think Baker and them boys showed them pride. They're finally getting healthy on the offensive side of the ball. So let's go Bucks here.
This is going to be a weird game. The Panthers are going to pull it out. Defense is going to show up on both sides. Everybody's going to throw multiple picks, and the Saints win.
Oh, look, we got a comment. Somebody agrees with you in the comments. Panthers will win that division.
Panthers win that division. Saints win Bucks versus Panthers because that's how crazy that the Saints win.
I hate this division, bro.
The Saints going to win this game, Chris. Bucks versus Panthers. Watch. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. That's that division wicked.
I don't like it, bro.
Let's go. Steelers versus Lions. This is a big game for both. If the Steelers don't win tonight, they will have to win this next game to stay atop of the division. Also, the Lions are fighting for a playoff spot because they don't know how to win big games. So, Chris, who you got?
Both these teams need it. I think the Lions lead it a little bit more because, again, another trash division in the AFC North. So I think the Steelers could still get in with 9 losses. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go Steelers, bro. I know, my bad. I'm gonna go Steelers. I think the Steelers lose tonight. That's why.
Okay.
They're gonna need that get back game versus the Lions, and then you know how I feel about Jared Goff in big spots. So yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna have to go agree with my guy Sim. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, man, but I feel like the Lions win because they are going to be so desperate for a win, and the Lions have enough firepower that they can launch at you in one game that sometimes they overwhelm teams. It's just they're not consistent with that firepower. So Steelers win tonight against Dolphins. They're not going to be as desperate. Lions are super hungry. They're going to unload the kitchen sink on the Steelers and probably blow them out, honestly. Let's keep it going. Last game, Pats versus Baltimore.
Don't ask me.
This has playoff implications, mainly because the Pats have to basically win out now to stay ahead in the division.
Don't ask
me.
And
the Baltimore Ravens are fighting for their lives to win the division as well. I'm going to go first. I believe that the Pats will win this game and end Baltimore's playoff hopes. Baltimore looked good last game, but now they're going to play a desperate team in the Patriots. You're saying, that, how can they be so desperate? Because it's important that the Patriots have home field advantage. And the Patriots are, I believe, have a chance to win the AFC, the entire conference, because the Broncos are in the lead right now. So they have to win out. And if they want to win the division, they better win this game.
Right, I'm going Baltimore.
What the hell, man?
You didn't see that coming, did you? I'm going Baltimore, man. Listen, that loss yesterday was very, very concerning. We can't stop the run, bro, to save our life. And if Derrick Henry, if the Baltimore Ravens do what they're supposed to do and feed Derrick Henry, I don't see how we stop them at all, bro. That defense got gashed yesterday by Josh Allen and James Cook. And even though James Cook is slightly better than Derrick Henry right now, Derrick Henry is one of the all-time greats. He could pull out a game in his bag. So, yeah, I'm going to go Baltimore here. They're at home. They're going to need it. And I think, like I said, the NFL is probably going to set up a Week 18 matchup for the division in the AFC East. So
Baltimore going to be hungry. They need it.
Yeah, so look,
they need it more.
Your boy May got a reality check against the Bills. That's what he'll deal with. So Baltimore. Sam's really on that. He on the Baltimore. So yeah, listen, I hope the Patriots find a way to win, but I don't see it.
I still don't believe in Baltimore. Yes, they beat a Bengals team. Chris, you caught it. The Bengals were depleted after that loss the week before that they were supposed to win to the Bills.
That was a real bad loss.
That was a real bad loss. I don't feel like the Ravens are back just yet, but if they are, watch out. Watch out, NFL, if the Ravens are back. For real.
All right. We're gonna move on. Oh, Brian had his soapbox moment.
Oh, okay. We got another comment in. Oh, yeah. Listen, you talking about Phillip Rivers being a robot. I mean, what can you expect from a guy that did spend 5 years off the couch? Yes, he was a robot, but this is a 44-year-old quarterback, grandfather, father of 10, that walked into the NFL with less than a week of practice and almost won a game against an NFC team that's the top, that's trying to compete for a division, specifically a contender. So yes, he was a bit robotic, but I feel like any quarterback would be robotic if they were put in that position with less than a week's time. Also, this might be an indictment against Daniel Jones as well, because Shane Steichen was coaching his tail off. So there's a lot of takes. There's a lot of different angles I can go with that in regards to, should they have picked up Cam Newton? I'm sure y'all heard that bit by Cam. Is this an indictment on Daniel Jones, or is this an indictment on all quarterbacks in today's generation? I'm just saying.
Yeah, look, I gotta be, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
Father of 10 is wild, bro. Invest in condoms, Phillip. What the hell?
That's where I thought you was coming with that relationship. When I was like, Shane Steichen got a relationship with him. You was like, who don't?
Damn, father of 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, my man been busy, bro.
You got the money, bro. That's important.
But it was definitely a great story, man. Great story for the NFL.
Yeah, Cam stinks, bro. Trust me. As a Patriots fan, I got to see the back end of Cam's career. He stinks. He has no business getting called up.
He would have done worse than Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's transition. Yo, my soapbox moments is going to transition us into the NBA, baby. Because listen, last week, this so-called alien called Victor Wembanyama sat down with ESPN before his return in the NBA Cup versus the OKC Thunder. And shout outs to you, Victor. You handled your business. But he sat down and he said, listen, they asked him who is the best players on the planet is. And he said, listen, I got to go with SGA and Giannis. No disrespect to Jokic. He's the best offensive player, but the best players in the league are SGA and Giannis. But it's me when I'm out there. Victor, watch your mouth, boy. Watch your mouth. You talking to the 3-time MVP, 1-time finals MVP, averaging a triple-double as a center. 30, 12, and 11. And that 11 assists leads the NBA. You got to be careful who you talking to, bro. And if there's one person you don't want to piss off going into the playoffs with a team he believes in, it is Nikola Jokic. He ain't going to say nothing to you. He not. But come playoff time, when he's dropping 30, 20, and 20 on top of your head, and he's looking at you, hitting those step-back threes, those fadeaway one-leggers, looking at you like you Anthony Davis. Food, bro. Watch your mouth. This Denver Nuggets team is the second best offensive rated team in the NBA. This Denver Nuggets team is not healthy yet, and they're still winning games. And Jamal Murray is finally looking like an all-star. Everybody should be scared right now, bro. Absolutely scared, because Jokic he's not playing a lot of minutes, y'all. And if you have a fresh Jokic going into the playoffs and a team he believes in, you saw what happened when he had a team he believed in the last time. He only lost 3 games in the playoffs. Keep talking. Keep talking. Who took SGA who gave SGA the most fits last year? And they were playing 6 guys. And 2 of them, one of them may have a hamstring, one of them may have a shoulder. Still took y'all 7 games, bro. SGA better than Jokic. Stop it. Giannis, who ain't been out the first round since he won the championship, better than Jokic. Stop it. Don't play these games with me, bro. You young. You gonna find out. Respect your elders. Respect your elders. That's my soapbox moment, Brian.
Don't disrespect the GOATs.
Don't do it.
Don't disrespect the GOATs. Wemby, we calling you out, bro. This take feel a little racist. Mm-hmm. I feel a little racism in your take, boy. Listen, Wemby, Jokic is carrying an offense and he's the leader of the defense. Simply put, yes, he doesn't get blocks, but defense is not only about blocking shots or getting steals, but it's about communicating. It's about being the stalwart in the middle. I don't see no bigs challenging him down low in the paint. You know what bigs are doing? They got to bring Jokic out in order to have an advantage. But they ain't bullying Jokic in the paint. Jokic is solid defensive player. And then you said like SGA, a defensive player. How many all-NBA defensive teams is SGA on? Nada. Come on now. Don't disrespect the guy who can facilitate, rebound, shoot the three, and dominate you, Wemby.
Good point, Brian. He led the league in steals last year.
Like, come on now.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Come on now. Just because he's not blocking shots and he's not showing all that emotion and dunking on people, listen, it's multiple ways and multiple facets to play the game. Wemby, relax. You are here. You have arrived. I love what you're talking because now I can't wait for that Denver versus Spurs matchup. But you better show up. Don't be getting bullied in the paint. Small guy.
Sam says Jokic in defense. Yes, Jokic in defense. He's not a defensive great. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's
but he's solid.
He's a really solid player, and he has active hands. He moves his feet, and he doesn't give up easy baskets. He used to. I ain't gonna sit here in front, but the minute he got in shape, he does not give up easy baskets, bro. Listen, I ain't mad at what Wemby talking, but if you aim at the king, best not miss. We're gonna see what's gonna happen when we play each other. Go ahead. We're gonna move on, man. We talking NBA. And obviously the NBA Cup just passed, man. So listen, we got to talk about the finals preview for the NBA Cup. Is this a finals preview to come? So we got Knicks versus the Spurs. I think we're going to talk about Wemby the rest of the way. Should we talk about Wemby the rest of the way? I'm going to make Wemby the focal point.
Listen, I am thankful for Wemby, though.
I am.
Because he talking that hot. He talking that spicy-ish. And we need that for the league. Make it interesting. Make us want to watch the games. So thank you for that, Wemby. So I love what you're talking about. And thank you for giving us hope that somebody can beat the OKC Thunder, bro. God, I was scared. I was scared for my life and every team that I love because I didn't think OKC was going to lose another game. So thank you, Wemby, for coming back to the NBA Cup and showing that you're going to play and that it matters. And then showing everybody we can beat these boys. They're not invincible. So love it. Love it.
Yo, Sam's going off in the chat, bro. You gotta stop talking about my guy Jokic, bro. Like, yo, Jokic is that guy, man.
Oh yeah, Wemby is levels. Wemby is arriving.
Wemby's coming.
Wemby's coming. I love what I'm seeing. I love to talk.
Is this a finals preview, Brian?
Yes, because the East is the least. East is whack.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit is a great story.
Knicks look good.
The Knicks, I mean, they went pretty far last year. They should have made it last year. So now that Pacers gone, Celtics gone, this is their year. They just have to be consistent. Easy. Spurs potentially, but I don't think the Spurs are going to make it.
Spurs have the #1 defense in the league right now.
I don't think the Spurs are going to make it.
Yeah, they're just too young.
Yep, they're too young.
Too young.
And the West is too deep. Pause. But it's a gauntlet, bro. And
that's Drake's.
yeah, he going ham, bro.
He's going up.
Hey, we need. Hey, Drake, come to the soapbox, bro.
We gotta call him in.
We gotta get you on here, bro.
He don't want to talk about his Eagles, though.
Drake, hey, my bad, Drake. I won't call you Sim no more. Well, yeah, fam. Listen, it's too much of a gauntlet. Wemby, as you can see, hasn't been healthy consistently, and he needs to be healthy at the right time, which is the playoffs, and it's a long season. This ain't Euros, baby.
Yeah, so I agree with you.
It's too much.
Yeah, I can see the Knicks coming out. I just don't know about the Spurs.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too early.
Because what, you got to go against Jokic? You got to go against the Lakers?
Durant, potentially.
You got to go against Durant and them? Like, listen. The Warriors might be in it, and they pesky.
Obviously, OKC still.
Yeah, Steph Curry turns up on the Spurs.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I would like an OKC Spurs playoff matchup.
Yeah, get OKC out of here.
Chet and Wemby, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good for the league.
You know what? Thank you, Wemby. You bringing that energy because I don't think you like nobody. And I love it.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that mentality. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna make Wemby the focal point. Where does Wemby rank for you right now, bro?
Like top 10 player in the league right now. I'm gonna go 10 because he's unavailable. He's not available enough.
Fair.
And if he was more available, because honestly, his defense will push him up top 3. But he's not there consistent enough. So yeah, he's 10.
I think he's right on the outside looking in.
Of 10?
Yeah, like 11, 12 maybe.
All right, we got to figure out that list. Let's go 1, Jokic. Then we go Giannis or Shea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 right there.
Luka
Bazooka. I'm going Anthony Edwards. He's been lights. Anthony Edwards been lights out.
Yeah, fair.
40 ball god right now. Anybody from Houston? KD? I'm still going KD.
Yeah.
Solid. I might even go
you gotta throw Cade in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cade, Detroit, and I might go Brunson too.
And then you gotta put what's his face in there too.
Who?
He's been hooping this year.
East or West? Let me forget.
Maxey. There we go.
Maxey. I'll put Wemby over Maxey for now.
For now?
Maxey carrying, but
Maxey's carrying.
Maxey is carrying.
Maxey's carrying.
They just hurt.
You know how I feel about Donovan Mitchell, but a lot of
people he's out, bro.
A lot of people don't like it.
He's a dog, but it don't translate to winning, unfortunately. The Cavs is soft. I mean, we love, man, Jokic a dog, bro.
Jokic nice. Jokic is nice. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. We like to talk about Atlanta sports because we're based here in Atlanta.
ATL.
Last week we came up with a trade for them to go get Giannis to help them position themselves to potentially make the finals. But the last few weeks is looking a little bit wishy-washy. They're up and down. They're 5-5 within their last 10 games. And then we just got the news that Porzingis has been sidelined for the next 2 weeks with an illness. Yo, he has some of the strangest injuries, bro.
I read it up. It's called POTS. Basically, it's like a nerve immune disorder. So this is like a life thing for him. So, I mean, it's something with his nerves, and they're trying to figure out a way to essentially alleviate because there's no cure. So that's what it's going to be throughout.
You're a champion, bro. You've overcome a lot of injuries. Go ahead and pack it up.
He's been injured his whole career.
You've overcome a lot. You had an opportunity to win a championship. You did it, bro. It's over, bro.
And you've been solid your entire career.
Yeah.
Like you got Melo out of New York.
Yeah.
No, they regretted that. But hey,
look, Drake says you got to take Maxey
over in Wemby.
Yeah. I'm putting him right now.
Yeah, for right now. Maxey. I love Maxey.
Maxey nice.
He's like one of my favorite players.
Maxey nice.
Because he a dog. But continue on Atlanta talk. It's crazy to see how people try. They forget where you led them, and they discard you so quickly because you hurt. Ice trade a game, if you know that's what I'm talking about. This man is embedded in Atlanta culture, bro. He already hooping with Quavo and the Migos. Like, this guy is Atlanta now, and y'all want to dump Trae Young to the side because we have a nice win streak with Jalen Johnson?
Yep.
Look where we at now. 9th seed. Looking the same without Trae.
Don't do that. It needs context.
Bring Trae back. Atlanta is competing in the East.
They're competing right now, bro.
You're not competing. They're number 9.
They're number 9.
But they behind the sorry.
They're
Cleveland Cavaliers, bro.
They're what, 4 games back of the 2 seed?
That's 4 games too many, bro.
Come on, bro.
There's
a logjam between 3 and 9, 3 and 10, honestly.
Yeah, and they're right in the play-in.
But there's a comment in here that's the funniest one I've seen all day.
What?
Giannis to Brooklyn. Just stamp it now. We have the picks. Who's Brooklyn giving up? Who does the Bucks want from Brooklyn? Michael Porter Jr.?
Bro, they still gonna be sorry.
They'll have time to podcast more. I'll tell you that, man.
Listen, bro, from one dumpster fire to another, bro. Why would he trade trash cans, man? Come on now.
Nah, but don't sleep on Atlanta, Brian.
Nah.
Don't sleep on it.
It's not about sleeping on Atlanta. They're not right there. They need Trae Young.
They don't.
Trae Young will get them over the hump. You need a closer. You need a finisher, bro. Jalen Johnson is nice, but he is not that.
He has to grow into it.
He is that guy, but he is not he is not that guy. You know,
He's
we
young.
look like Dre said, we got guys, but we need real guys. You know,
He's young,
real guys, bro.
He's young.
Where the real guys at? Come on
They'll
now.
find a way, bro.
Trade there, Atlanta be top 3.
Come back to me in 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about the Hawks. Watch.
When does Trey come back? Let's look that up real quick.
Who cares? He on tour with the Migos, bro. Like,
Hey, listen, putting
that's
on
what
for his city.
you'd rather be a rapper, bro, than a
Trey
than a
Young,
baller.
when you come back, bro, they trying to discard you quickly.
You don't
But
need him.
but hey, that's all we got for today, man. We just shooting it right now. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Appreciate you, Drix, man, being in the chat with us.
Shout out to Mark for stopping by too, man.
Yeah, Mark, good looks, man. We appreciate everyone who joined us live. Y'all make it more entertaining, man. Y'all give us more to talk about. So we love the fans. We love the chat.
Drix got a lot to say. Yo, call in next time.
Yeah, we bringing Drix on, man. We gonna put you on the soapbox. Give you your 90 seconds, bro.
We're gonna put it all up.
Let us know the real.
Listen, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in this week, man. We will see y'all again next
Yeah,
week.
don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
the whole shebang.
Check us out, man.
We'll see y'all. Have a good one, y'all.